Honor Pad 8 Review. The general aesthetics of this tablet are pleasing. For one, the finish on its rear panel is a good choice for keeping it largely stain-free, especially considering the years of abuse it endured. Also, it felt pretty strong in my hands, with little flex observable after applying pressure to both left and right sides. For one, it lacks an IP rating for one and does not have a 3.5mm headphone jack. While we're not accustomed to this omission in smartphones, grudgingly or not, it's a far more significant hurt on a computer screen. If your Bluetooth headsets are paired with a particular device for an incredibly long time, switching the pairing process between devices is usually a hassle. Nevertheless, especially on a phone, saving USB ports is significantly more profitable than developing a jack. A more positive spin on the sound has 4 speakers on the tablet, meaning when you play music or speech out loud, you get more comprehensive feedback. The screen itself is fairly good, measuring at 12 inches and supporting over 1 billion colors, thereby providing impressive depth. Honor describes it as an eye care screen, meaning it has low blue light and flicker-free certification from TÜV Rheinland, and these qualities can be beneficial regardless of whether you're using your tablet to read ebooks. The resolution is 2000 by 1200 pixels, but this turns out to be insufficient and can cause jagged edges and pixelation when changing the setup. This somewhat detracts from the fun and immersion of the game. However, it remains a relatively capable companion video playback option on account of its widescreen proportions, such as the aspect ratio of YouTube nature videos. It is quite satisfactory in this respect compared with its competitors at this price range, even at full screen. Generally speaking, casual users will likely not require their tablet to be an absolute powerhouse in the performance department. As long as it makes most apps operate smoothly, that is enough, as most intensive mobile games are generally better suited to the smartphone format. My experience indicates that Pad 8 stood up well against most standard programs, and didn't often fail to provide a smooth user experience thanks to its Snapdragon 680 chipset. This experience actually stacks up well against that of one of its competitors, the Samsung Galaxy Tab A8. This tablet frequently stuttered. The Honor Pad runs on a large, long-lasting battery that can provide you with around 10 hours of playback before it needs to be recharged. If you intend to stash this away for a long journey or train trip, this reliable charger will continue functioning for many hours before dying. In my experience, using some day-to-day apps, the battery on the tablet computer dropped 8 out of 10 when employing that large widescreen to watch YouTube videos, but only dropped 2 out of 10 when streaming music online from Spotify. As tablets may not be priority, we can help out by being more lenient here than on smartphones. Although this tablet does a fine job with the precautions of human cameras, it will still be equipped for its intended purpose. Sure, they might not make the family album, but given that you likely plan to use the tablet just for rare pictures, it's a perfectly decent pair of cameras. Both photos taken using the rear camera and the front-facing camera are good enough for their purpose, although the resolution of these images is not great by the standard of more expensive tablets and phones. Although these results are nowhere near the most ideal that you would expect, they are more than adequate, all things considered.